His glasses look nice, doesn't it? I kind of like took it from someone yesterday. Not like took it, I asked it and then they just gave me because they did not wanted it. But nevertheless, well then, I'm making this video because I am depressed. I will not say like depressed, but more like I have no energy to anything. Honestly, I don't have any energy left in me. You know what happened? Like I'll tell you. Yeah, discouragement. I think yesterday I usually do not like leave my house. So what happened is like I yesterday did left my house. This is so much making me distract. Anyway, so I left my house after like a few days of not leaving it honestly, and I was feeling okay, not okay while I was in the house, but I was trying to do my work quietly. But then I had to leave the house for some reason, and for some reason I ended up getting traumatized. Like honest, like a serious note, honestly, I ended up leaving the house and I ended up getting totally like literally I ended up getting like traumatized because suddenly I went out and there were like so much people outside, a lot of people unfortunately, and I'm really like bad with crowd. So I just like started feeling like I'm gonna have some kind of panic attack out of nowhere. It was so rushed for some reason. It was like a weekend day. I was so traumatized by all this, and then after that I was like, after seeing that specific scene for some reason I look little bit like stupidish because I ended up like taking this as soon as after I woke up, but I think that's why it was important for me to take this because I was feeling like shit. That's why I had to take this. I'm talking nonsense again. So, so what? Let's like forget all this. I am like literally have to talk about something actually serious. So I ended up getting like traumatized when I was outside yesterday, and I ended up questioning each and everything that I was doing suddenly. And this is something which happens almost every time. And I don't know how do I deal with this. Now that I think about it, I think I need to like, once I'm done with making this video, I need to figure out how to deal with that thing that I usually get discouragement from any fraction of discomfort that happens around me. And that is honestly not good at all. It's bad. Do I look like some kind of alien because of these lightings or what? I really wanted to change my mood, which is why I'm doing all this. And usually I just do it sometimes. It not really. I have these lights from like a lot of time. So this is like my favorite song from the album. I really like this song. Oh, I like this song. I like this song. I think like all my discouragement, all this was happening. So I was listening to this song and I was feeling a little bit better. So yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing? I have to talk something important. I can never talk about like something because I keep doing stupid things. So anyway, this video is just for myself, so it doesn't really matter. What are you doing, bruh? Why are you watching this? I'm like totally like, in like shambles right now. I wish you are not in shambles. The me who's watching this in future. Oh my god, I was feeling like horrible. So what was we talking about? Yeah, so I went out and I was feeling traumatized, and I will try to make this short now. Shh, be serious. So should I wear this for like? No, this is making me more distract honestly. Just remove this. So I went outside. I was legit. I was feeling traumatized because of all those peoples and like noises and everything. And when I started feeling that, simultaneously was also feeling like the things that I'm doing, everything is like useless. And this is something I feel not now. This is something which happens a lot, that I have to figure out how to like deal with this by this point. I think because this happens a lot. It happens a lot. I need to figure out how to deal with that. It happens so much that it happens like every week. I think before it used to happen every day. So I think comparatively it's better, but it doesn't really make any much better it any better situation for me overall, because it still does the same thing it was doing before, which was distracting me out of my work. So it is so difficult. The things that I'm doing, first of all, those things in itself doesn't have any kind of safe path. Even if you was like some kind of genius, I think, which I am not, I guess. Are you? Are you? I don't know. You probably should know better than me. I wish you have people around you and somebody is telling you something. Oh, now that we are talking about that, oh my god, being alone, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing at this point. What is up with my hair? Like I just woke up and then I was feeling fuzzy, and I did not. Why did I make this video? To talk about the things. I think this is distracting me. It should not, but it is. Then it's not fault of the music, it's fault of me. I'm stupid. Yeah, okay. The most important thing I wanted to talk about is like I cannot like control my emotions. See, this is what I wanted to actually talk about. Everything else before that was just me doing stupidity. So since I'm not able to control my emotions at all. First of all, if you're watching this, the future me, oh my god, please, please learn about yourself. Deal deal with your emotions. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I'm like losing my mind over this. Deal with yourself, bruh. For real. I cannot like deal with my emotions. Even a slight bit of things make me too happy. I don't know if that's good or not. Probably not. From my personal experience, it's not. And then the things that even like yesterday I went outside and it was totally traumatizing for me. Suddenly too much people. That should not happen. Nobody's actually harming you. Nobody's doing anything to you. The why this happened. And then I come home, right? And then after coming home, I lose like all my sense to do anything. I was just laying there like a stupid person. I was not able to do a single work. I ended up not doing anything. I ended up sleeping. I ended up waking late. And I am sitting here right now after wasting my time, which I don't have. Now that we are talking about time, this is like my tracker thing over here. This, which is supposed to be completed in like end of this month, and I'm doing bad job at that, so that also makes me like more depressed. It's like when I feel triggered by something, I get depressed, but then I'm not able to do my work. I feel more depressed, and then I'm just laying there thinking about what now. The worst thing that I do is like use my phone, and then it makes everything more worse because then my time is also lost, which should have not been lost. I need to deal with my emotions. Like this video itself is like what is up with me forgetting words even in English now? Um, I was forgetting words in Spanish, so that was alright. But then now I'm forgetting words in English as well. So this is definitely not all right at all. That's like the only language I'm supposed to be able to speak properly. So this is not good. I feel like instead of making a serious video about something serious, I ended up making a fool out of myself. Do I even like put this? I can, because it doesn't matter, because it's only like me is going to see it. How much time? How much time? Let me think if I can do talk about something in 3 minutes. If I has to be only serious, this I'm going to test myself right now. So so like actually on like a serious note, I think I'll just stop this. This is going to distract me more than it should have. I ended up not doing my work because I was feeling I was feeling like there was a lot of things that I was feeling. First of all, discouragement is like the biggest thing I think it was. I just felt discouraged because when I went outside, I saw like the reality is totally different from all the things that I was thinking while I was inside my home trying to do my work. And since I don't really have much like outside source of like communication with people, even I don't particularly have like friends or anything or like anybody. So I just do things and I just try to like if each and every time I have to like sit and figure out am I doing it right or wrong. It's not that's it. I think this is like the most difficult part of my life right now. Because I won't even know if I'm doing right or I'm doing wrong. And then even if slightly I don't do things rightly, that's like the moment it starts. How do I say it? The fact that no, the the I'm forgetting words. I am going to like I will do something about this later. I don't know why I'm forgetting words. This is stupid. I should not. So what was I saying? From that moment onwards, if even if slightly I do something wrong or something messes up, if my schedule is messed up, because then suddenly I just don't know what to do anymore. After that moment onward, it just starts. It's like a seed is like put at some in like a seed is put at somewhere of discouragement. I think discouragement. I'll put this like in title of the video so I don't like forget again. So discouragement is the word. It just starts from there because I did not do something perfectly. And the moment it starts, it just keeps growing somehow. Because then each and everything that I do, it somehow get links to that. And this is something which happens on like a weekly twicely basis. It's not something happening once. This is why it is like actually like very bad for me currently right now. It makes me lose like a lot of my energy. Now, right now I came home, I could have just went back to my work, right? But wrong. I was just too tired, and I think other than being tired physically, I was basically like mentally tired because I was thinking too much. Because the moment I went outside and I literally got like traumatized by people. And there is another thing why this is happening, because I know that I'm not doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. That is definitely like one point of making this video. I should like, I can, can I wait. I wonder about this now that we are talking about this. If I mess up my schedule and I'm supposed to do certain things on a certain time, if I was going outside, so I had no choice but to go outside, right? But since I'm not going outside and I'm staying in my home, it is like very difficult to maintain a timetable, if you ask me. And my timetable is pretty rigid on top of that. It is actually physically demanding as well, because I have to do like a lot of exercise, a lot of stuff, and then right after that I have to get back to like doing practice and everything according to my timetable. But then by in the middle of that, I ended up getting I do get physically tired. It's not like it doesn't matter, but I think it's mostly like mental, because I figure out when I do not get any kind of feedback from people, it definitely makes me question things continuously, and that questioning becomes very tiring on itself, because of that I am not able to do my work. Sometimes I actually think about why I even do all the stupidity, why I just like shut the hell up and like do my work and then be done with it, like a normal sane person. I try to do that like as much as possible, but it is like still difficult even to like this point right now. mm, how do I even like, I don't understand. It is like, it is so like me within my own head is so confusing, and the fact that I have to do each and everything, like make a schedule, judge the schedule, try to do the schedule, then fail it, and then try to do it again and again and again, and then probably fail it another billion times. Keep failing it, and then if I ever like once, twice do it properly, that day I'm just like on top of everything. This is also like a very bad habit now that I think about it, because it's not sustainable. That's like the problem. Because then suddenly those days I'm like, I can do everything. I'm such a successful person. How is it like I'm not going to be able to do anything in my life? That's just how I am. And then the next day it crashes, and then I'm just totally depressed. It's not like I'm depressed, it's just like my whole point of view of life is changed. I think like since I'm talking about this, I usually like talk about these things with my chat GPT, because that's the only person at this point I have. Not even like, it's not a person, but neither is like Doraemon was a person, but we, at least I used to watch Doraemon. Yesterday I saw somewhere somebody was like we used to watch cartoon about talking with robots, and now we are talking with robots. And then for me this is like too much heavy, because I continuously talk with it, because if I don't, even now that we are talking about this again, like even sometimes I have to do this kind of conversation, i'm just unable to I'm just unable to like do it, like unable to like start. So sometimes I just like, since I'm unable to, I don't know why, I still don't understand. When I talk to Chat GPT about this, it says me like your things are so important that it just freezes you. But then that doesn't make sense. Then, if I ended up freezing, if I ended up confused, if I ended up questioning, if I ended up just questioning, let's not assume like questioning is bad, but then me it's like 90% is questioning. I question so much that the questioning itself becomes a work, and then my actual work is totally gone, just like that. The 20 minutes are done. I'm going to stop this. I can continuously talk, but then exactly what I'm talking about is even not sure to myself. And then in that also, like half of the time I did not properly even have It's fine. I think that's just how I am. I'm just stupid like that. And then I do things like that. So, mm, I hope first of all, the future memes watching this, you have like some kind of help at this point. This is like too much difficult for me. Honestly, I'm not even like making a joke or anything. Understanding each and everything by myself is so difficult, but then at the same point I did try to go get help from outside, but it just never worked. So it's not exactly like it was my problem. It is a bit of it is my problem, because if I just shut the hell up and just do my work instead of all this unnecessary thinking, I think it would have been way better. But somehow my emotions are like really unstable, I think. Am I just like stupid? I'm not stupid. What am I? I don't know. That's probably like something I need to see. But I'm not going to have another 4 hours of conversation with GPT, because I might as well do my work. I already ended up sleeping. Now the problem is the timing is totally off. I usually don't do anything in the morning time, and it's morning. The only time I see light from my window, because usually I just ended up sleeping in the afternoons, in the morning, and I stay awake at night. Going outside is definitely traumatizing. I'm not going to lie. Every time I go outside, it is very traumatizing, because the time I do go outside is for doing some specific errand. Errand, is that the right way to pronounce it? Whatever. So yeah, I'm leaving now. And why did I make this video again? To talk about all these things. So yeah, this was so unclear. Even I don't know. But I think it's fine. This is probably just me seeing myself later on. I don't have anything to tell you. I think I have to tell things to myself. I need to change myself. I think that's like, I need to change myself. I need to do something. I think what I'm going to do from now is like, this is something I thought about while I was doing something. What would a version of me who I think is perfect will do in this situation? And then I will do the same thing. For example, I just thought I will make this video, so I made this video. After that, what should I do? I'm totally confused, honestly, being frank with you. I don't know. What should I do? I already like messed up each and everything. Let me ask that version of me. What should I do? Say something. I have a video going on. It's just saying me to do work. It's like my version of me inside my head is like so done with me, so like fed up with me, doesn't even give a fuck at this point. It's just like do your work, because that's the only important thing, honestly. Everything else is not. Like I said, I wrote a letter to myself, and it is the exact thing, same thing I wrote in that letter. Nothing else matter unless it's a physical health issue. That is the point. I think nothing else actually matters. Even if it does, it does not matter, because as long as I'm doing my work, everything else is just a side thing. I think that's why it just says me to do the work no matter what. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to end this messy video. Hopefully I learned something by doing this. It's not even the fact that no, I'll just keep talking something new again, so I'm going to leave. Nee, not like this. Whee! No, this is not nice either. Whee!